We are going to do this. If I did this correctly, right now what you're seeing is flat L-log footage. I don't know how to color grade, I have no clue. But what I wanted to see is how the L-log footage, when graded with the Leica LUT that they give you, looks. And there's a couple things I need to figure out. All right, hopefully this stays. I got you on a kind of a homemade makeshift tripod. All right, let me go to the screen recording here. All right, so keep in mind, guys, that I'm a total amateur. I don't know what I'm doing, but I brought in my footage to DaVinci Resolve, and it's in log. So if you go back here, you can see right here that this is just log footage. I broke the clip right here so you guys can, turn this volume off, so you guys can see kind of where, what the grading looks like. Now again, I'm not good at this. I'm not professional at this, but just to kind of give you an idea. So flat, you go to here, and at the bottom tab down here, you've got this color wheel or color tab at the bottom, and it gives you your different options. The first thing I did on the clip that I wanted to grade, now if you see it broke it into two clips right here where I want to grade. I clicked here up in this spot, I right-clicked, and I went to color space. I changed it to Rec 709 because I believe it's initially in Rec 2020, I think. And also gamma, I changed to Rec 709. And then in LUT, I have all my LUTs here. You can see there's a Leica SL2 LUT, and inside the Leica SL2 LUT, there's a classic and there's a natural, and each one there's a Rec 2020 and a Rec 709. They give you both of those. And so that's what I'm using. If you want to know how to get LUTs into your into DaVinci Resolve, if you download it, I guess first and foremost, let me go back here to Leica on the official Leica site. You can see here that there's downloads for SL2-S Leica lookup tables. So you just go download those and unzip them, put them in a folder. And then inside DaVinci Resolve in the bottom right, there's this little cog wheel here. And you go to, I believe it's color management, and you go to open LUT folder. It'll pull up your LUT folder, and all you do is drag and drop the unzipped folder into this. And then when you're done, hit update LUT list, and that's how you get it in. So if you were curious how to get your LUTs into DaVinci Resolve, that's how I did it. Again, I'm not a professional. Somebody else might have a better way of doing this. But nonetheless, you can see I went in here and I applied the LUT, and I clicked the classic, and I clicked the Rec 709, and you'll see that it's kind of this bluish look, right? Excuse me. So what I did is I went over into this color wheel right here. I clicked this button that says white balance. You get a little teardropper, kind of like you would if you were editing. And I'm going to click the corner of my hat, which is white, and it's going to color grade it. Whoops. And it's going to color grade it for me. One second here. There it is. Sorry, I clicked the wrong thing. And you see it kind of changes the color. And from here, you guys can pick like your color temperature if you want to make it more blue, a little warmer, or whatever, depending you want to do. Again, the tint, if you think it's tinted too green, which I think it's a little green right now, that's a little magenta. It's kind of hard to tell, but you can play around right here, kind of like you would in Lightroom with your photos. Same to the contrast. You want less contrasty, more contrasty, you can do that right now. And kind of play around a little bit to get the results you want. And so I will uninterrupt this clip now and go to the graded footage. It's not to say that the grading I did is the best grading, but if you want to get more dynamic range out of your footage and see what it looks like, this is how you would do it. So first of all, if you go on the Leica site, and if I'm doing my editing correct, you will see a download link to download Leica's LUTs. And they give you a classic and they give you a natural, two different looks. And then in those, you have a Rec 709 and a Rec 2020. Again, I'm a total novice, but my understanding is that the footage for L-log is in Rec 2020 color space. And so we are going to go over into DaVinci Resolve, the free version, and we're going to edit this footage right now. And then I will play it back afterwards and show you the graded footage. Or maybe I'll just cut this in half and do one versus the other. So let's go to the computer and figure out how to do this.